My name is Shane, and welcome to the Braincast. GM, I'm Shane from Brayne AI, and I'm here with Nick, the founder of the Vault Syndicate today. We're going to be learning about him and his trading adventures of how he got to where he is. How are you today, Nick?
Thank you for having me, bro. I'm doing amazing. Very busy, of course, with the vault and the team behind it. So we're developing, and this weekend stands for a lot of things that's going to happen behind the scenes, and the work is only increasing.
Very good. Nick, I want to start a little bit at the beginning. How did you get into trading? Like, what started you out?
That's a very interesting story because I started trading when I was working a 9 to 5, actually. Most people do, of course. I was working a 9 to 5 and I was delivering car parts for a company. And there was one guy who was working with us, and he said, I just bought a half a Bitcoin, and it was in 2019 or 18, something like that. And the first minutes I was skeptical, like everyone is in the first minute, especially back then, 2019, 18, everyone was skeptical if someone said, oh, I bought crypto. I immediately started thinking. I was driving again a couple of minutes later, and I was thinking about it, just randomly thinking about it. The next rit, I asked him more. How much is that worth? How long do you have it? Etc. Etc. What is Bitcoin? And he was trying to explain what Bitcoin is. It's at the same time, it's pretty hard to explain what it is. And on the other hand, it's very easy to explain what it is, actually, what it solves. It's a problem solver. And I got interested. And from that moment, from that very moment, it it took me inside of the space, the crypto space. And I was immediately watching videos on the road, listening to things to learn more about it. And the very same day, I bought my first crypto, and that was the really start. And I never stopped. I never stopped any second. So it was just something that was meant for me at that moment. Obviously, I couldn't get my brain off it. Yeah, and actually bought my first cryptos. I even remember what I bought and how much I bought. So my very first day in crypto, I bought $10 on Cardano. I can remember that. I will never forget that. Yeah, it was just a conversation with someone who was working with me. First minutes were skeptical, and then the same day, I was in love, like that. And now it's
Major.
nearly a decade further.
That's amazing, Nick. A lot of people never make it past the beginning stages of trading. How did you combat that?
Well, at that time, I was kind of spiritual more than I am now. And that's how most traders start because they're praying against charts, and it doesn't work, obviously. But I had a mentor back then, and that guy is called Michael Pilacic. It's a self-made millionaire, and he was my mentor, and he was very spiritual. He was uh, learning others how to manifest things into your life, and I saw more videos about trading and how people can trade and how people are able to make their living out of a few clicks on a button. So I wanted that as well because it was quick greatness and fast money. That's the cheap dopamine you get in touch with when you learn what you can do. But when you actually continue and actually going to learn it, that cheap dopamine will be gone because you will see it's not actually that quick, actually that easy. So that's where most people stop. But I was so amazed by people who were capable of doing this. So I was telling myself every single day, at least 10 times a day, I am going to be a professional day trader. I am going to be a professional day, literally the whole day, to make myself believe in it. And yeah, I think it's the mentality that brought me through it, to just keep going and knowing what was about to happen when you finally understand it. So yeah, it was just not giving up.
Amazing. Nick, I hear a lot of traders talking about this strategy, that strategy, but when it really comes down to trading, how much involves discipline and psychology? And how
90%.
do you involve that?
Not, it's 90%. It's mindset because there's no way that you can be a consistently profitable trader if you don't control your mind or don't control small habits. So very simple things, and that's what I learn my students right now as well, is if you cannot make up your bed every morning, how are you able to manage hundreds of thousands of dollars in a trade? You won't. It's about small habits. It can take you 2 minutes or 1 minute a day to create a habit You can do it you have to do it every single day. Yeah, that's the consistency and the mindset behind it. You have to be a consistent person in order to be a consistent trader.
How you do one thing in life is how you do everything in life.
Yeah, definitely.
I wanted to talk also a little bit about the vault, and it's a little bit of mystery around it right now. So there's like, what was your vision behind the vault? Like, what brought this to light?
What brought to light actually was the fact that I have helped many people in the past year, and I can truly say thousands of people without asking them anything back. And because of the that experience and because of the results I have seen from people who actually grow significantly, I decided to take this to a further level. Trading, once you are getting profitable, it's getting boring. That's the whole point. Trading must be boring. If it's not boring enough, you're not profitable. If you look for excitement, you're already lost. So that's trading. And if you do it for a long enough time, for me it's about 7 years, you want to take it further. And I know that the trading business, the trading industry is a very broad industry. You can do anything you want in trading. It's very, very wide, widely set. So you can think about brokers, prop firms, etc., client management, and there's so much to do in that industry. I think it was time to do this. This was the next step because I know how to trade now. I'm consistently for a long time, and I wanted to take it into business, actually, to develop it as a business model. Yeah, Vault Syndicate is a great example. That's actually my second business in trading. Most don't know that, but it's my second business in trading, and it started with an idea, actually, very very raw idea, 1 month ago now, with my friend, my trader friend. I got a friend, he's a trader as well. And we were on holiday together, and we had just an idea. Well, we should start this or that. Yeah, why not? It's actually what it is. It's the great timing. Let's write something down on paper, and that was actually the moment we started and not stopped. And now we are not even a month further, and yeah, we are recognized, we are registered, we have our license, we have so much achieved already. Yeah, it started with an idea, but it was already longer in my mind. I wanted to take this a step further. Trading, I can trade now. Next step into business.
Makes perfect sense. And you and I 100% agree. The number one rule in business is speed.
Yeah.
And I can attest that the vault acts with extreme speed at all times. Nick, what kind of person would you say would thrive in the vault? And what kind of person do you think maybe might not make it?
Uh, People who are not gonna make it in trading, you mean?
Yeah, in the Vault Syndicate specifically, and in trading in general.
Uh, for both, there is one rule, and that's for the whole general law. It's just consistency. Consistency is number one. Discipline is in trading kind of the same because you have to be disciplined to be consistent. So yeah, if I have to name one word, it's consistency. Yeah, consistency and dedication.
Very good. Without giving away your edge, what is something that you look for in the market that most other traders miss?
I personally always wait until price has done something. So I trade as a reaction. I'm a reaction based trader, meaning once price is moving, it's going towards certain levels where people have their orders and their stop losses. And I'm the kind of trader I wait until people got stopped out, until people got liquidated. That's where the heaviest price action, where's the heaviest price action is, and that's volume based. And then you see orders are gonna pick up. So yeah, it's basically waiting for the majority to lose in order to take advantage of it later. It's 100% reaction based.
Very good. Do you think that retail traders stand a chance against the big institutions?
Yes, yes, because I can explain this. 95% of the daily volume on general asset pairs, majorities, are made by institutions. 5% only comes from retail traders. So you are right in the institutional place. And if there are thousands of people, retail traders, who are profitable, that's a proof of work. It's possible. So that's for some other don't think they can. Yes, they can. Only 5% of the daily volume is based on retail traders. Retail traders are still you and me. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million, 10 million, or 100 million. If you're not an institution, you are a retail trader. So institutions, they provide 95% of the price action. So yeah, you stand a chance, and it's proved because there are a lot of retail traders profitable.
Exactly. That's great. Um, what role would you say that AI plays with automation and tech in trading now compared to when you first started?
Oh, that's something that has increased significantly, and that will only increase because AI is the future. However, I am not convinced that AI will fully take over trading. There are specific tools right now. Think about trading bots or algorithms. You can use them as a tool, but yeah, you can use them as a tool. And for example, for institutions themselves, they have to manage a lot of portfolios, and all those managing is also behind the scenes running by AI because they're not going to manage thousands of portfolios by themselves. That's just not possible. So about management, right now it's fully taken over by AI. If you don't use AI in management, you are losing. However, all trading tools, by the way, online trading tools are driven by AI. Journaling, all those things like that. But trading itself, pressing the button is, in my opinion, still more profitable if you do it as a human than AI. It can be run by AI, but I think the results will be better if you can do it yourself.
I agree. And utilize the AI as a tool to help.
Yeah, as a tool, it's
Exactly.
completely taken over. Yeah.
Yeah. The combination of top-notch traders with AI could really push things forward. Nick, what is your biggest and proudest win? Be it a single trade or a business, or what is your biggest win?
Well, my biggest win is coming at Monday, which I cannot review now. Uh, I just simply can't. But there's one biggest win ever coming for me at Monday. However, what the biggest win is for now in trading, as in numbers, I always avoid because I get this question a lot, and I never answer this question because I don't have it simply on purpose. Because trading is not about one day. It's not about a couple of days. It's about overtime results. You can have a jackpot on Monday, but those are called outliners. So in trading, if you have a milestone as in profits, it's an outliner. And outliners are something you need to forget as soon as possible, because if you're going to focus on outliners, you're not going to be profitable over time, because outliners, the name says already, outliners are trades you will have. They're very rare to achieve those trades. So for myself, I always manage these milestones as in weeks, months. And I can say with the system I've built last year, my biggest ROI I had was 6,200% in 3 months, actually. And that's an overtime outcome based on consistent execution.
So maybe your biggest win is actually your system that you developed in order to build everything that you've built.
Exactly. So it's the system and the consistency behind it. Execution is only 5% of the time. Pressing buy or sell takes you 2 seconds. Preparing the system and analyzing it takes you the majority of the time. And yes, so is our ROI is in percentages. We are actually the best traders. We never, almost never talk about dollar terms, because dollar terms are not worth anything, because you can have 1% today will be way different than the 1% the next month or in a couple of months. So an ROI based on the system development, it's around 60 to 100% in about 3 months.
Perfect. And Nick, I know there's a lot of secrecy with the Vault Syndicate, but
Yeah.
without revealing too much, where do you see the Vault going? What's the next big step that you think you're going to take?
So the thing that we people already know is the Signal Group. It's going to be launched on October 1. And that's the very first concept of the Vault. We do this for specific reasons. That's not something I'm going to mention here on stream, but the next steps are already in play. We already prepared a lot for the next steps. And yeah, without saying too much, Vault Syndicate will stand next to the majority of the brokerages worldwide. We will be physical as well. We will build our headquarters somewhere. And yeah, that's all we are developing right now. It's a lot. It's actually a lot.
I know there's a lot going on behind the scenes that people don't see.
Yeah.
Nick, one more thing I wanted to get into. If you had to start over today with no resources, no capital, what would you do and how would you start?
As in trading?
Is it like just say you lost everything and you were stripped of all your connections and dropped in the middle of a town somewhere in Idaho?
Well, if I need to start over trading today, I would first apply for the most shittiest job alive because you need money. It doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter how or where you need money. So the quickest way would be to find the most shittiest job no one wants to do. I will apply for that definitely because you need money in your pocket. Doesn't matter how, what you do. I will clean others' toilets. I don't care. Need money. So that's the most important focus is money in. Even if it's a couple of $100 or maybe a couple of $1,000, that's what I will do first because that's simply what you need. It's your tool to trade. Then I will develop a system which have an extremely low win rate with extremely high returns. So think about the turtle system of Richard Dennis. I've talked the story a lot of times. You can have a system with a low win rate, and you lose more than you win. But when you win, you have to make sure that you win big. And this is a combination you have to find for when you're trading. You either win more, but win less, or have a lower win rate and win more. So that's a combination of risk to reward, and it's not something you can develop both. It's one or the other. That's trading. So I would apply for a low win rate system and risk a minimum amount of money, and when I win big. And yeah, that's something I will do actually. But yeah, the very first thing would be getting money in ASAP, and doesn't matter how. Apply
Ain't
for
too
my
much
bonus.
without capital.
Yeah.
All right, and for all of our listeners right now that are looking to level up, be it in trading, business, or just life, what's the one principle you'd like to leave them with?
Speed is everything, but in trading is not actually. And trading
Mhm.
is efficiency and accuracy rather than speed. It will take some time. Sometimes it will take more time to develop a system you want to be. Being objective is the most important thing. So um, know what you do, know why and when you do it before you step into a trade. Yeah, make sure you don't use the close manual close button. You need to run your trade how it is, how you define it up front, define everything up front, and be objective.
Great. All right. Well, I think that's about it for today. Obviously, one more question. We are partners on your Vault, and I was just curious, how do you find working with me and my team specifically on your project?
Oh, extremely well. It's sometimes it's really hard to find a great team with people who are as dedicated as you, but I have no troubles with that in our team. We're working fast. We are all available when we need to. So yeah, for now I'm really enjoying the partnership. Yeah, I really enjoy the teamwork we have.
Amazing. All right, Nick, I wanted to thank you very much for coming on here and taking the time. And we'll be talking a lot more soon, I'm sure.
Thank you very much, bro.